Hello again. Welcome to Appliance Masters Facebook Live. I'm Bill, and today we're going to be wrapping up our series on washing machines and laundry with a few tips for some machines. Also, while I have you, it's like if there's questions you like answered or topics you like addressed, you can always reach us online at appliancemaster.com. While you're there, you could schedule appointments online, or you can always do it the old-fashioned way and call us at 800-752-7123. Today we have, this is a Miele compact washing machine, front loader. It's what makes this compact, it's a little bit smaller in size. This is 24 inches wide, where I believe the other machines are like 26, 28 inches. They're a little bit wider, a little bit taller, but the capacity on this is approximately the same as those machines. And in this case, the homeowner decided to go with these machines because in order to get a washer, dryer, and a laundry sink in this space, we had to save 8 inches or so on the two appliances. You could also stack these, but in this laundry room there's a window, and we decided to keep that window available. So putting these side by side seemed to be the right way to go. In any event, this machine is okay. Starting with the tips, as always, if you have heavily soiled items, whatever it's dirt or grass, you always have better luck pre-treating those. If you can, pre-soak them, and you'll have better results in the washing machine. And as always, too, you should be familiar with the capacity of your machine, so you're not overloading it. Which not overloading it will help it clean better, help it last longer, and you'll be happier with it. Also, will wear your clothes out less too, make them last longer. And with any machine, if you can have a shorter cycle with lower temperatures, you're better off. On this machine, there's an express cycle, which is, let's see, 30 minutes. But typically, these are preset for warm water. You can, I recommend you try to start off with cold on your loads to save energy. It has a slightly longer wash cycle time, but what you save in by not using hot water is can be significant over time. So, moving right along here, with any appliances, with washing machines, become familiar with the operation and the sounds. Like, sounds are going to be key. Like, if your machine starts to sound different, and there's little things, you should have that addressed quickly. You don't necessarily even have to have a service call. You can call us, and maybe we could give you some pointers. But just pay attention to the sounds and don't let them turn into bigger problems. On front loader washers, pretty much all of them have filters that need to be cleaned regularly, and once or twice a year depending on use. This one has a door down below, which when we open the door, you can see this plug that needs to be removed to get to the filters on the other side of that. I have already opened this up, and it released about half a gallon of water. So you have to be ready for that, because it's ready to catch that. So, but when you unscrew the plug here, there's a catch in here. There's only a little bit of lint, and let me see, this stuff, it's a little bit of gook, not terrible actually. So I'll clean this out better later, but it's often, and it's put that there, oftentimes you'll even find things in here. If I see anything in there I didn't look yet. It's actually pretty, well, there's let's see what we got here. So you can see there's like gravel and things that come off clothes. We'll clean this out a little bit later, but this is really clean. This is not much at all. On some machines you'll find these will be clogged. They'll be, especially if you have pets, dog hair, these will be clogged with dog hair, pet hair, bobby pins, paper clips, all manner of things. And so I'm going to clean that out a little bit better later when you're not watching me so closely. So also, it's important that you use on front loaders too, everybody should be now familiar with keeping your door clean. When you're cleaning the filter, it's a good time. Even the doors get dirty. There's buildup on the door just from water, soap, scum, or whatever. And keeping this door boot clean is also imperative, because keeping this clean will prevent smells and mildew and just be unpleasant. So every once in a while you wipe that out, clean it up, and typically when you're not using the machine, if you can keep it cracked so it can breathe, get air, dry out, that's usually a good habit to get into. lastly, well, not about lastly, but we always talk about detergent. Your detergent that you use should have this high efficiency symbol on whatever product that you use, and it's a universal symbol. So look for that. Make sure you're not using the wrong soap. We also push the highly recommend the stainless steel mesh fill hose. The blue has cold water, the red is hot water, and these, even though this is a few years old machine, this looks pretty good. There's not any corrosion on here or anything. These look like, they're pretty good shape. Also, while you're looking at this, we have a quick shutoff. This valve, all you do is push it back and the water shut off. If you go on vacation, leaving the home for any length of time, it's a good practice getting the habit of turning that off, and you won't have to worry about your washing machine leaking while that's off. When you come home, you just pull it back and turn it back on. So, I hope those little tidbits were helpful for you today. And next week, we're going to be focusing on, well, spring is here, so we're going to be focused on getting your grill ready for one of my favorite seasons, cooking outside. It's been a long winter. I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully that happens next week. And always remember, it's ApplianceMaster.com. There's all kinds of information about our company, products, anything you want to know there to get. You can also, like I mentioned earlier, you can schedule a service call online, or you can just call us at 800-752-7123. So I'm going to clean this up, put this back together, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Appliance Masters Facebook Live. Thanks for tuning in.